it's Pam, and I am going to attempt my first craft with me. I've done, a couple tutorials, but we'll give this a try. I had to move my everything around. My hot glue isn't usually to the right of me, but I moved that. I put my sewing machine here. So I'm just going to give it a try. I might have to try to pause and start again, so we'll see how that goes too. But I'm just going to do my best, so just be patient with me. And I am going to embellish this boho journal. I did make one, and it's sold already, so I can't show the example, but I'm going to be embellishing the cover. And I can tell you what I've done so far. I got some scrapbook paper, and what I used was this Storyteller, and this is first edition paper, and you don't have to use this. This is just what I used, and I like it because it has a lot of nice, thick, colorful paper. And I do have a shadow kind of right here, but I really can't do anything about it. So I'm sorry about that. So you got some really pretty shiny papers, elephant papers. So that's what I used. If you're interested, Linda Wood, I believe. And that's the paper. So what I did already was take that paper and, measure it to the size that you want. I can tell you what I have. It's 12 by 9. 12 this way by 9 this way. And then I took my fabric and I sewed a zigzag all around. I'm going to be doing some lifting, so if that makes people dizzy, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. There you go, all the way around. And then I selected my papers. I think it was, I can't remember now, maybe 15, 17 different variety of papers. I have some of the scrapbook paper. Then I have digital kits that I printed out. They're coffee stained, and I like this look of the bleed through. It looks like, to me, kind of watercolor, and gives it a unique look. Like you can see the flowers coming through that. And I did start some things, but I'll explain what I've done. And I hope it will be helpful to you. So this is just an idea of what I have so far. And I put some lace on here. And if I had some offcuts, some of the pages, I would glue that on the side. And I do use, I do like this art glitter. You have to buy it online, I believe. Just Google it. And it dries clear. It doesn't have glitter in it. I really enjoy that. Or you can use, tacky glue or your favorite glue. So I will just quickly go through what I've got so far, and then I will show you, what I've done when I come to the pages. And I just I don't really have a big plan, but I did, for this video, get a few things together. I don't usually do that, but I want to look a little more prepared. And I may be pausing if I can figure that out, which I think I have. Pause and start. It'll be the first time I've done that. And then if it cuts off, it might not be more than a half hour that I have, then I will just start again. Okay, and then I always do my cover last. That's just a preference. Some people like to do that first for inspiration. I just haven't. Now this is a digital kit from Studio 2080. I believe it's her Boho number 2. I think she's got several Boho kits. And you just buy them, and then you can print them over and over, and I'll put the link to her Etsy store if you'd like to do that, or just just use what you have. This is some leftover paper that I'll embellish, put that in there. Here, you can sew, and a lot of times I'll hot glue some things. I think I hot glue this. So I put 2 layers of lace, this purple and then this kind of a magenta pink, and I left it a little long here, you know, if you want to add something there. And then, so let's start here. But before I do that, let me show you some things that you might want to get together, that we might be using. You know, get some laces together, different trims, you know, get your papers. And I want to show you an example of some things that don't cost a lot of money. You can go to your thrift store, and I have some different scarves that I found. This is pretty. I mean, this could be, and it has like a little velour-y texture to it. Isn't that pretty? I mean, that could even be torn for a tie, for a closure, or it could use, you know, for fabric flips. So I found that inexpensive. And look at this scarf with all the little glittery bits to it. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, see that glittery? That's really pretty. And these are just thrift store finds scarves. Oh, and look at this. Ooh, look at that pretty, you know, embellished flower there. And then, you know, this would be nice for a tie. It's, you know, a closure, kind of a satiny. Here's something else. Just a pretty kind of rose, you know, with a little running shiny stitch through it with a little sequins. So I just want to give you an example. Don't think you have to buy expensive things. Go to your thrift store. I love to recycle, repurpose. This was, look at this. This was a vest. I don't know if it was for Halloween or what, but see how all that, look at all that trim and all this that could be used. So don't be afraid to find things, or even look in your closet for things that you could use. I used to sew a lot, so I have leftover fabrics from my sewing days. I used to make little girls' dresses, and I did quilt for a while, so that would be great for boho. And that would be pretty and colorful. This was a thrifted purchase, $1.99. This would be a great cover. So like a thicker, but with this neat kind of stitches, wonky stitches. That would be cool. Let's see what else I got. Oh, this was a beautiful skirt. And look at the edge of that. So look at your thrift store, or look in your closet. I love this. That's so pretty. I've cut that up a lot. The edge is pretty. It's really beautiful. So I've cut that up. This was a, you know, a scarf for a table scarf, table runner. So you got a tassel there, and this pretty fabric. And this was a beautiful, oh my goodness, this is going to be hard to cut up. We'll see if I do. But look at this. This is a beautiful table runner made in India. But it's got beautiful velvet. And then look at kind of a brocade and little beads here. That's beautiful. I don't know if these are any colors in my house, but I don't know if I'll be cutting that up anytime soon, but it's really beautiful. That was the thrift store. Here's another skirt. I would look at skirts because look at all the little sequins, and I add a lot of sequins in my boho journals. So that's really pretty. lots of pieces of that for probably not more than $3.69 or $4. That's a lot of material. We have this, I think, was a sari, and I think I've cut it up already. Can you believe this? Look at all this beaded work. That's unbelievable. Isn't that so pretty? See all the stitching? I think somebody handmade this. Yeah, they did. You can tell. And all this. See, here's the top with a neckline. It's gorgeous. So all that, I mean, this is the only time I found anything sari like at a thrift store. That's pretty. Here was a pretty scarf. That would make a beautiful cover, wouldn't it? And then you have all these tassel-y things. Look at that side. I think that's the wrong side, but it's beautiful. Love these colors for boho. So I hope this will help you figure out, you know, if you want to make a boho gypsy journal, what you might need. Hope that's helpful. And then I had this fabric. Thought that was kind of cool. My stash. This was like a baby sling carrier. But I got it cheap. Yes, a sling, something baby sling. And so I just cut it up because I love the rich fabric and colors. So you know, you can repurpose something like that. And then one last thing I have is this. This was some type of, I don't know if it was like a shawl type thing. And I just cut the ends and used, you know, this pretty fabric. So far, I haven't cut any of these yet. So that's kind of some ideas, and I'm just going to wing it. So I hope it turns out okay, but this is how I work. It's a craft with me. So it's a little, you know, however you go. So, what do I want to do? Okay, I got a pocket there. We'll kind of come back to that. I kind of just go back and forth. I'll be, you know, going this way, and then I might go like, oh, hey, I'll work on this flip over tag. So this, I got a piece, you know, this could be, you know, you could get something from a curtain. And then I just backed it on some paper, as you can see here. And then on this one, I sewed it to the paper, zigzagged, and then I hot glued it on. So you don't see the sewing on the side. I just prefer that sometimes. It's just a preference. Here, you know, I just added some lace. I just hot glued that on. Maybe we need to do, and then, yeah, maybe we'll do, should we do some kind of a pocket? And I have my scraps from my paper, and then the digital kit I have in here, you know, bits and pieces from the digital kit. Let's see what we might have that would make a pocket, or maybe a belly band. That kind of goes well with this. That could even be a double. Oh, this is a tag. That could go in there. I kind of like that. So let's see what else we got. It's beautiful. That's really pretty too. I think I like this. So I am going to have to cut this down to 8 inches. So I'll cut this down, and I'll be right back. Hi there, I'm back, and I cut it 8 inches, the length of the page. And I think it will look good here, and then you'll have a tuck here. So what I do is the edge I'm not going to glue, because I'm going to glue on the other side this way. So I'm not going to glue this side, because you want to have a pocket here. So I'm going to turn it, I'm going to put my hand right here where I don't want to glue. And I'll turn it this way. And then I'll get my glue. And I know that I'm not going to glue on the side. And I just, whoops. I tend to be shaky. I'm really bad this morning. So, oops. Just how it is. Sorry. I am shaky. I'm not nervous. It just... Okay. Sorry if I sniffle. I tend to sniffle. Whoops, I have a little spot there. And sometimes I'll take a little plastic sheet, like this is a little page divider thing, and put it behind here so I don't get glue everywhere behind there. And then we will glue it here. Glue it down, because that's on fabric, I might just put a little paper clip, and if it doesn't hold, I'll have to hot glue it or something. Okay, let's put a little paper clip here, a little binder clip. So we got that, and then I got some leftover paper that's been coffee dyed. I think that'll look great in there, and we'll embellish it more. I just kind of do the embellishing last and get all my elements, you know, pockets and things first down. And you don't want to put this in too, you don't want it to get glued in there. Okay, let's see here. This, I took some material that might have been from a dress or something, a blouse, and I gathered it up with a zigzag, and then I just glued it on here. This is some digital paper, and then I got some fabric that I glued on with some sparkly gem type. I think this is from the Dollar Tree, that blue. And then this is coffee dyed graph paper. Let's see what else, some other things. We don't have anything here. Maybe we'll do, oh, we just did that fabric flip. I had some pockets made up that I cut already, and I had a little template. You can just make a template. This is what I had. I just drew it, and I can tell you it is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then I just, you know, brought it in a little bit, made a pocket template. And let's see, I better put my little pin in here, my glue. So I have all these pre-cut. Look how pretty this one would be. Either one of these. This one would be really pretty. So I had made little girls' dresses, and I had cut a whole bunch out, and I did sell some, but then, I don't know, I lost interest. I had a lot of hobbies, but junk journaling is one that has really captured my attention. And I think I will continue to do this hobby. Let's see what else we got. This would be pretty too. I mean, we could do more than one, but that would look pretty. Let's see. So I just kind of go through and see what would look good. Kind of like this. So how I will do that is, You know what? I've got this trim here too. I also have some trims if you want to get your trims together. I have different, if you have bright colored rickrack, doesn't have to be this. You know, all your little snippets. And I have some of this, you know, your eyelash trim. And then I thrifted this, so I don't know how to get this, but it's real sparkly. I really like that. So if you have stuff like that. And like little resin embellishments are a good thing. You know, your sequins. We're at 20 minutes, so maybe this is just going to be one on how to get started. I think I will cut this and put that there. And sew around this with a zigzag, but then I'm going to glue it on. And if you wanted to sew your things, you would have to do that before you put them in your book, because you can't put this really in your sewing machine very well. So I will see if I can do that without being cut off. And I guess I better sit down. Yeah, so I was saying I moved all my stuff. I don't even know if you're going to see anything. You're not really going to see anything, are you? But what I'm doing is just going to sew this and sew around. So we're going to do that, and I think I'll do a zigzag. You know, I'm going to glue this. I'm going to glue this on. Oops, I'm going to glue that on. I'm just going to zigzag around here. Sorry if you can't see. I just don't have a phone camera angle. All right, we still, yeah, we're still going. So I'm going to keep the little strings. It's just to, you know, look like it's been sewn, and then we'll take our hot glue gun, and I'm going to glue this across. That's pretty. I like it. Just going to go halfway because it seems like it dries quickly. It's really pretty. I love it. The part I like, well, I love all of junk journaling, but I do like the embellishing part. I like mine very embellished because just personal preference. Nothing wrong if you don't. I just am more like my journals to look at rather than journal in, but you know, you never know. Someday I may journal in them. But I just like to look through them, and you know, some of them I'll use for different things, to maybe put you know, what I've sold, you know, a record of that in a journal or whatever. But isn't that pretty? Let's see if we can't get this on here. That is so pretty. Is that the right page? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. And then I'm just gonna hot glue it a little at a time. Got the strings still shown. And I'll kind of not do it real tight, maybe have it a little tiny pucker. So things, you know, won't be too tight in there. That's pretty. There, so it has a little pucker to it right here, so you can fit things in there. I love it. And as we go along, I mean, it doesn't look like much now, but once you get going and embellishing it all, it is so fun and so pretty, and you can just, you know, be whimsical. It's kind of my personality. I know it doesn't really show a whole lot, but it's kind of how I am. Okay, I'm gonna ink this, and I think I'll sew around it, and I will be right back. Okay, I just sewed around it, and you know what? I should have done it on this side because I got the orange. I got this in the top spool and this in the bottom, so next time I'll go on this way so it'll show the orange on this side. So now I'm going to just, I kind of bend it a little bit so you'll be able to, you know, have a little, won't be so tight. And what I was thinking, I didn't sew along the top because I want to add something, and I don't know what. We got that, we got something like that. We got flowers. That's kind of blingy. So it's just, you know, whatever. Also, I have this was a blouse I had, and I'm thinking maybe to ruffle it. I cut it up, and yeah, I just cut it and rip it. I'll just seam, and then tear it. It's pretty. That might look good. Something here. I ruffled it up. Okay. So we have that. I'm thinking about ruffling it on. Let's see. Does that look pretty? I think it would. And then maybe adding, when I ruffle, it's pretty to add some of this eyelash trim with it. And it's purple. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. It's a boho journal. I also have, this would be pretty too. Bring some blue in. Might add that somewhere. So when I ruffle it, I'll add some of this, you know, your eyelash trim, and then I'll glue it on. I don't like this edge here. Let's see if I can tear it, but oh, no, I can't. So we'll cut it. And I don't think you can see what I'm doing on the sewing machine. Let's see here. But I'm going to take this, and as I ruffle it, I'll ruffle this in the middle with a zigzag. Oh, I'll try it. If I get cut off, then I get cut off. And then take your little screwdriver from your sewing machine kit, and I'll just, you know, gather it like this as I'm sewing. See how pretty that looks? I like that. I got the different colors. So this is your chance to go all wild and crazy with your colors. And I wish my orange thread was on the top, but I don't want to rethread it all. So let's just go. And then where's my ruffling thing? Okay. Okay, I hear my husband home, so if you hear noise, he doesn't know I'm filming. I'm filming. Hi. Just filming. I'm on camera. I'll be right out. Okay. We'll see if it's still on. Yep, 32 minutes. See, I wish that orange was on the top, but anyway, it's not. So see how that gets sewn in like that, and it's sparkly, and you can just use regular eyelash trim, or you can use lace in the middle. I'll probably, you know, cut that off, but maybe I won't. And look at that, perfect. Perfect for the top of this. So I'm going to hot glue it. I'm going to leave this coming down. I'll probably add a little gem here. So I'm going to hot glue this on. There we go. And a little bit more. That's pretty and whimsical. I like whimsical. And then we could put one of these here. That'd be pretty, or maybe something pink. I'm not sure, so we'll come back later and do that. And right now, I'm just gonna glue it on here. Ooh, I don't need that much glue. I have a full bottle. Okay, that's plenty glue. Too much glue. Full bottle. Seeping out.